Hello. No, sir. Your voice is not there, sir.
Good morning, everyone. We'll wait for some time. We are waiting for. Principal sir has come.
Good morning, one and all.
Good morning, sir.
Principal sir.
Wish you all very happy Yoga International Day.
Thank you, sir.
Good, sir. Should we proceed, sir?
என்னது ஸ்ட்ரக்
Anbu
ஆகுது?
sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Madam, yeah. Are
Okay,
you
we
able to
shall
hear
start.
me?
So this
Yes,
is
sir.
Shall we proceed?
sir. Shall I start, sir?
Yes, sir. The Praveen sir will start.
Okay. A very good morning to all of you. Happy International Yoga Day to all of you. And we have at KV number 1 Kalpatam planned a very nice yoga celebration here. And we shall begin this program right away with the invocation to be presented by our music teacher, Mr. Vijay Gabi.
Yes, साइन कर दीजिए बेटे और पीपल को रिपोर्ट करना है ना एक
We may start now.
Shall I start, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Vijay sir.
Yeah, sir. Please mute your mic, sir.
Okay.
तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना, सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना। तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना, सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना। कपट कर्म चोरी बेईमानी और हिंसा से हमको बचाना। कपट कर्म चोरी बेईमानी और हिंसा से हमको बचाना। नालिका बन जाऊं ना पानी, निर्मल गंगा जल ही बनाना। अपनी निगाहों में हमें रखना, तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना। तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना, सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना। क्षमावान कोई तुझसा नहीं और मुझसा नहीं कोई अपराधी। क्षमावान कोई तुझसा नहीं और मुझसा नहीं कोई अपराधी। क्षमावान कोई तुझसा नहीं और मुझसा नहीं कोई अपराधी। पुण्य की नगरी में भी मैंने, पुण्य की नगरी में भी मैंने पापों की गठरी बांधी। करुणा की छाँव में हमें रखना, तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना, तेरी पनाह में हमें रखना। सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना, सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना, सीखे हमने एक राह पर चलना। Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay Davi, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And that was a very nice presentation, essentially transmitting the yogic hope of harmony between man and nature. And we straight away proceed to the next presentation by our beloved physical education teacher, Mr. Anbu, who will make a presentation on the importance of yoga. Anbu, sir.
A warm and healthy morning to our respected principal, sir, dear colleagues, and my dear students. Today we are celebrating the central day of yoga in our Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 Kalpakkam. I would like to share my thoughts on how yoga is very important in our daily life. And look at the history. Yoga was originated in ancient India. The ancient yogis practiced yoga for union and discipline. Yoga not only helped us to connect nature, it also keep our mental and physical health well. It helps you to achieve higher level concentration. Yoga helps in managing stress and anxiety. Yoga helps you to improve muscle flexibility, to connect body posture, promotes strength and stamina. It provides better digestive system, strengthens all the internal organs. Yoga helps in treatment of heart problem, treat asthma, treat diabetes, helps in skin glow, blood circulation, and protects from all the injuries. Due to stress, people suffer from severe neck pain, headache, backache, rapid heartbeat, anger, and inability to concentrate. Yoga is really effective in treating these types of problems. Regular practice gives you mental clarity and peace. Students have to do yoga and pranayama. The advice from yoga experts. They will guide you how to do yoga in perfect manner. Always you have to get the approval from your yoga experts. You cannot do today to add practicing yoga in our daily routine. KVS take a small effort in making yoga part of everyone's life and get benefited. I thank KVS and our principal for having given me a good opportunity to interact with everyone. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And that was a very nice presentation on all the dimensions of yoga. And today we have with us a very special person. Today she is our guest presenter for all of us, but she is no stranger to all of us. And she has been associated with our yoga programs for many years now. and our students are very familiar with our very dynamic way of yogic presentations. So today we invite our guest speaker, Mrs. Bhagya Lakshmi, a yoga expert, to make a presentation on divine meditation and pranayama. Madam.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning to one and all present here. Respected principal, teachers, dear students. I welcome you all for our 7th International Yoga Day celebration in KV1 Kalpakam. As we all know, yoga became very priority and necessity in one's life in pandemic period. Before starting the meditation and pranayama, a few points will be shared now. As far as yoga is defined already as it is a combination of body, mind and soul. For body, we are giving physical asanas. For mind, we are doing meditation. So what is the purpose of doing meditation? It gives the elevation of the mind frequencies down from beta to alpha. According to mind, it should be strengthened. If you keep the mind strengthened, you can keep your body strengthened. So how far we can keep mind strengthened? What is the purpose of the mind? It is the functions of the brain that works down. That is, the brain function is done by CSF. That is nothing but cerebrospinal fluid. In spiritual, we'll call it as consciousness spiritual flow. When you do meditation, this functions well. The brain functions well through this fluid. When the brain functions well, the mind functions well. If your mind functions well, you can keep your body well. So meditation plays an important role in that. It can keep a person in a virtual life. Your thoughts, word, deed can be kept correctly by not harming anybody, by self and individuality. And one can improve the individual qualities like creativity, perspicacity, magnanimity, respectivity, adaptability. And while doing meditation, we can introspect ourselves by analyzing the thoughts, neutralization of anger, moralization of desires, and eradication of worries. So when you keep the mind strengthened, all it happens. There come, the more you feed your mind with positive thoughts, the more can attract great in your lifetime. Now, in this way, the pranayama also plays an important role. The pranayama is nothing but it streamlines the body, regulates the body, improves the oxygen level, improves the digestion. It provides the life energy to the other elements in the body. It improves the oxygen level. So before starting the meditation, we will start doing pranayama along with the meditation. All of you sit in this erect posture. Now we are going to do pranayama. Pranayama is done by Nasik Mudra. Take the 5 fingers. In the 5 fingers, the middle finger and the index finger should be closed. The ring finger and the thumb finger should be done. So you're taking the ring finger, closing the left nostril. Take the breath through the right. From the abdomen, take the breath to the right. Right nostril. Close the right nostril with your thumb and leave the breath to the left. Take the breath from the left. Close, leave it to right. Take the breath from the right. Close, leave it to left. Take the breath from the left. Close, leave the breath to the right. Normal. Now we'll start meditating. Now, all of you sit in the same position. Close your eyes. Observe your breath. Now, first invocation. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace, being blessed by the divine. Purification of the surroundings. The atmospheric around has been purified with the divine power. The atmospheric around has been purified with the divine power. The atmospheric around has been purified with the divine power. Purification of self. The divine power descends upon us, purify us. The divine power descends upon us, purify us. The divine power descends upon us, purify us. Divine protection. The divine power protect us, guide us, lead us at all the day-to-day activities. The divine power protect us, guide us, lead us at all the day-to-day activities. Now we will start meditation. From the abdomen, take a deep breath. Leave the breath in between the eyebrows. From the abdomen, take a deep breath. Leave the breath in between the eyebrows. From the abdomen, it is called Mooladhara. Take a deep breath. Leave the breath in between the eyebrows. It is called, in science, it is called pituitary gland. In yoga, it is called Agnya Chakra. Focus your mind towards your center of the eyebrow for a few seconds. In the pituitary gland, the energy bounds up. You can feel that. It improves your concentration. Now take a deep breath. Let the breath hit the top of the head. In science, it is called as pineal gland. In yoga, it is called as Durian Chakra. Take the deep breath from the abdomen. Let the breath hit the top of the head. Take the breath from the Mooladhara and hit the top of the head. Keep your mind few seconds in your pineal gland. It is the gateway to the God. We can develop the spirituality by keeping the mind in the pineal gland. Now just imagine the pineal and the pituitary gland. The energy passes through both the glands. Now we are concluding the meditation, concluding part. Just imagine the energy is spread throughout all the parts of the body. Feel all the parts of the body. The energy is passed. Now we can give auto suggestion. By the grace of the divine power, we all may get good health, long life, wisdom, and peace. By the grace of the divine power, we may enjoy with good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom, and peace. By the grace of divine power, we may enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom, and peace. Now we can bless ourselves, our family members, relatives, etc. May the whole world keep prosperity, wisdom, and peace. Slowly rub your hands, rub your eyes, and open it. Thank you. Now we will do the neuromuscular breathing exercise. It is also important as pranayama. It contains 7 postures, 2 postures of Vajrasanam and 5 postures of Sukhasanam. Before starting it, I will tell the benefits. It regulates the endocrine system and supplies the oxygen towards the blood, ventilates the lungs, increases the vital energy. It helps the curing the headache, insomnia, asthma problem, etc. Moreover, it improves the student in observing capacity. So it is very, very important neuromuscular breathing exercise. Now we will start doing it. First 2 postures will sit in Vajrasanam. All of you sit in Vajrasanam. Just a video. Keep the hands as Chin Mudra and keep the hands towards the side. Now take a deep breath. Burn forward. Head, neck, and shoulders should be in a straight line. Breathe up. Now keep the hands at Adi Mudra. That is the thumb finger inside, all the 4 fingers closed. Now join the fist. Keep it under the abdomen. Take a deep breath. Bend forward. Lift up. Now sit in Sukhasanam. Now bring your right hand, close the navel portion. Bring your right hand, close your right ear. The hand should be pressing the chest. Now take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal. Now change the hand. Left hand to the navel, right hand to the left ear, pressing the lungs. Take a deep breath from the abdomen. Breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal. Now both the hands, first the left hand closing the right ear and the right hand left ear. Normal. Now closing the palms towards the ears, join the fingers backside, keep the hands side of your shoulders. Now take a deep breath from the abdomen, breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal. Now last one, closing the eyes with the eye palming. The left hand should be closing the left eye. The right hand should be closing the right eye. Eye palming. Take the breath, observe your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Madam, it is over, madam.
Yeah, it is over. Thank you, sir.
Really nice, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks to student also.
Yes, sir. They will continue the asanas now, sir. After Sushil, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes. Mr. Parveen, over to Mr. Parveen.
Yes, sir. What would you like me to do, sir?
Sir, it is over, sir.
Over. Okay. Thank you, sir. So, thank you, Bhagyalakshmi madam. It was a very nice presentation, very symmetrical, and essentially the students that have done behind you have done a great work also. Ilakya and Jayashree, we are
Thank you,
extremely
sir. Thank
grateful
you.
to you. And we could get the essence of yoga, that unity of body, thought, and mind. And for the next presentation, we proceed to Mr. Shaji, who is a stickler for physical fitness and yoga. And now it's over to Shaji. Shaji, sir.
Good morning, one and all, who gathered to celebrate International Yoga Day. I am so glad to present a topic on philosophy of yoga and its role in well-being. Before moving to the role of yoga in well-being or fitness or health of a person, we need to understand the meaning of the term yoga. What is yoga? From where this concept has been taken? From where it has originated. The word yoga has originally been derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to unite or to join. The union of body, mind, and soul. In Hatha Yoga, the ultimate aim of yoga and yogi practices has been derived as integration of personality at the highest level. There are various misconceptions attached as far as yoga is concerned. For some, yoga is mere performing asanas, but it is much deeper than that. It includes the practices of yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. It is a great tool to keep oneself physically fit, mentally and socially adjustable, and emotionally balanced. And it also prepares ground for the spiritual development of an individual. Yoga has been considered to have its roots in India thousands of years ago. The fossil remains of Indus Valley civilization indicate that yoga was prevalent in ancient India. The systematic philosophical reference of yoga is found in Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Patanjali gave a frame to yoga, and after that, many yogis and researchers contributed and continue to find out the ways towards the development. Nowadays, yoga, which originated in India, has spread all over the world. The world has realized the benefit of yoga to a great extent. Yoga is an invaluable gift of ancient Indian tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, and a holistic approach to health and well-being. Yoga is not about exercises, but to discover the sense of oneness with ourselves, the world and nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help us to deal with climate change. Let us work towards adopting an International Yoga Day, recognizing the benefits and inherent potential of yoga. On December 11, 2014, the 193-member United Nations General Assembly approved the proposal by consensus with a record of 177 co-sponsoring countries. A resolution to observe 21 June as International Day of Yoga. In its resolution, the United Nations General Assembly recognized that yoga provides a holistic approach to health, fitness, and well-being, and a wider dissemination of information about the benefits of practicing yoga for health of the world population. Yoga also brings harmony in all spheres of life, and thus is known for disease prevention, health promotion, and management of many modern lifestyle-related disorders. Over a long period of time, many yogis, philosophers, and scholars such as Patanjali, Gandhiji, Sri Aurobindo, and various others have accepted yoga as a tool for self-realization. Gandhiji's morality is purely grounded on the realization of the actual self, which includes identification with the life, which is, according to him, impossible without self-purification. The first step towards self-purification is self-analysis. And the second is subjective moral purification. Awareness of one's own motives precedes the possibility of choice between motives and goals. Self-analysis and self-purification may become more intense through fasting and prayer, says Gandhiji in the light of own experiences. With this, I just want to conclude the topic on philosophy of yoga and its role in well-being. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shaki sir. Sir.
Praveen sir, your mic is muted. Unmute your mic, sir.
Parveen sir.
No mic. Okay, thanks, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, the mic was off. Thank you very much, Sachi sir, for enlightening us on the philosophy behind the practice of yoga. And right now, we should realize that yoga gives us the advantage of being able to practice it right in our own homes or any place. And especially in the context of the pandemic of COVID-19, it has really helped all of us to maintain physical fitness. I mean, for those who have practiced it, from within the confines of our own homes. When you look at other practices of physical fitness, you require a big space. Anpu sir, we do have requirement of infrastructure to practice yoga. But yoga can be practiced at the very place that you are situated. And today we have with us a very great specialist in this field, a doctor who has specialized and was specialized in the area of knowledge regarding yoga. And he's none other than Dr. Sushil, our postgraduate teacher Hindi. अभी हमारा सुशील सर एक भाषण देंगे on this topic, yoga at home. आइए सर, सुशील सर.
धन्यवाद सर. सर्वप्रथम आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन और योग दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं.
शुरू कीजिए सर. माइक ऑन कर लीजिए सुशील जी.
यस सर, माइक इज ऑन. आई एम ऑडिबल. आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, you are audible.
Sushil sir, आपका voice is not heard. Sushil sir, switch on the mic.
हाँ सर, अभी आवाज आ रही है? ओके सर. आप सभी को योग दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. और योग के बारे में मैं एक अनुभवी वक्ता तो नहीं हूं, लेकिन मैं अपने विचार साझा कर सकता हूं क्योंकि योग सभी के जीवन में उतना ही आवश्यक है जितना मेरे जीवन में है. और ये जीवन का महत्वपूर्ण अंग है. भारत में ने एक अच्छा प्रयास किया कि 2015 में इसको अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर मान्यता दिलवाई। 193 देशों में से 177 देशों ने इसका समर्थन किया, क्योंकि योग सभी के लिए आवश्यक है। और आज की इस सभा में एक अच्छे वक्ता के रूप में बहुत सारे लोग आए। योग शिक्षक के रूप में भाग्यलक्ष्मी मैडम ने बहुत अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया, बच्चों ने बहुत अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया, साजी सर ने योग के बारे में जानकारी दी। आज की परिस्थिति में जब पूरी दुनिया लॉकडाउन के समय में और कोरोना की स्थिति से गुजर रही है, तो ऐसे समय में घर पर अपने आप को स्वस्थ रखने का एक अच्छा माध्यम है योग। और योग के लिए सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि इसके लिए किसी संसाधन की आवश्यकता नहीं है। हम घर पर हैं, अपने आप स्वस्थ हैं, तो हम नियमित रूप से योग को थोड़े समय के लिए अपनी दिनचर्या में शामिल करके अपने आप को निरंतर स्वस्थ बना सकते हैं। लेकिन चूंकि मानवीय स्वभाव है कि जब तक वह बीमार नहीं होता या डॉक्टर उसको सलाह नहीं देता, तब तक वो कोई व्यायाम या आसन या योग नहीं करता है। एक छोटा सा उदाहरण दूंगा। एक व्यक्ति ने बहुत सारा भोजन खाया और उसके बाद जब अपच की समस्या हो गई तो डॉक्टर के पास पहुंचा। विजय सर प्लीज अनम्यूट कर दीजिए। हाँ, तो उसके बाद डॉक्टर के पास पहुंचा और डॉक्टर से बोला कि डॉक्टर साहब मैं परेशान हूं तो मुझे दवाई दीजिए। तो डॉक्टर ने 4-5 टैबलेट रखी। तो वो आदमी कहता है कि अगर मेरे पेट में इतनी जगह होती तो मैं एक रसगुल्ला और खा लेता। तो ये हमारी समस्या है कि हम जब तक बीमार नहीं होते तब तक हम योग को नहीं अपनाते। परंतु योग बीमार होकर के स्वस्थ होने के लिए तो है ही है। अगर हम अपने स्वास्थ्य को निरंतर बनाए रखना चाहते हैं तो हम घर पर रहकर योग कर सकते हैं। योग के बारे में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण चीजें जो योग शिक्षकों ने भी बताई कि योग अपने आप या अपने ज्ञान के आधार पर ना करें, अनुभवी शिक्षकों का माध्यम या उचित ट्रेनर की सहायता लें, सीखें, उसके बाद करें। आपके शरीर के अनुरूप, आपके स्वास्थ्य की स्थिति को देखते हुए आपको कौन सा योग करना चाहिए, कौन से आसन करने चाहिए, उसी का पालन करना चाहिए। क्योंकि सभी चीजें हर व्यक्ति के लिए लागू नहीं होती। क्योंकि निरंतर आसनों के माध्यम से हम अपने शरीर में लचीलापन लाते हैं, तो हम कोशिश करें कि मैं एक ही दिन में अपनी रीढ़ की हड्डी को छू पाऊं। हो सकता है इसके एवज में आपको नुकसान हो जाए और कल को डॉक्टर के पास जाना पड़े। तो योग के लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण चीज ये है कि योग जितना लाभकारी भी है, लाभकारी है, उसके साथ साथ उतना ही घातक भी हो सकता है कि अगर आप नौसिखिए के रूप में इसको अपनाएं तो जरूरी है कि एक अच्छे निर्देशक के, एक अच्छे ट्रेनर के माध्यम से इसको सीखें। और यही प्रक्रिया चल रही है योग दिवस की पहल के रूप में। तो हम आज के इस समय में केवल एक दिन के लिए नहीं, योग को अपने जीवन में हमेशा के लिए शामिल करें और अपने आप को स्वस्थ और निरोग बनाएं। आप लोगों ने मुझे अवसर दिया, इसके लिए हार्दिक धन्यवाद। और ये योग का दिन हम सभी के लिए, हम सभी के जीवन में महत्वपूर्ण हो, हम लोग स्वस्थ रहें और इस कोरोना की परिस्थिति से मुक्ति पाने के लिए योग बड़ा कारगर सिद्ध हुआ। हम निरंतर इसे बनाए रखें और अपने घर पर स्वस्थ रहें, इसी कामना के साथ हार्दिक धन्यवाद। प्रवीण सर।
Thank you very much, sir, for that brilliant and short and sweet presentation. And here we have with us our beloved physical education teacher. Our KVS organization has played a big part in propagating the practice of yoga over the years. And I think especially I think Anbu sir and myself, we joined around the same time in this organization. And KVS has actually educated us in the practice of yoga. I'd like to ask our beloved Anbu sir on how he got introduced to yoga after his entry into the KVS.
Actually, I have learned yoga when I was in college, MPEd, the physical education college. It's one of the subjects, yoga. So I learned a little bit. After I joined the KVS, that time yoga teacher was there, permanent yoga teacher was there. So we used to learn a lot of yogas from them only. Actually, they used to teach everything in the stage, morning, prayer time, evening class, even and then annual day, annual sports day time, they'll give separate yoga performance. All of the program we used to see, no, then automatically we are addicted on it. Automatically we learn from everything from the other teachers, my colleagues. Even if I'm teaching something to the children, I used to discuss with my experts, yoga experts. My friends are there. Through that one only, I'm exposing even my knowledge. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And we have all been greatly benefited through this program of yoga. Though of course it was we missed those yoga teachers as the post was abolished. But yoga has come in a big way into the organization and is contributing to the fitness of the organization as such. And now we go to our dynamic principal, Sri Harjinder Bhatia, who will be presenting his keynote message after this very special display of yoga by Ilakya and Jayashree. So we now invite Ilakya and Jayashree. Please step in, please. And at this moment, we request all the participants to stand up. Your cameras, okay. But you'll get instructions later. First, we'll witness. Okay. Start, please. Yes, you may start.
Now, yes, sir. Now, Ilakya will be doing. Now, Ilakya will be doing Ashtavakrasanam. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now she will be doing Dhanurasanam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now Jayashree will be doing Chakrasanam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now she will be doing Ekapada Raja Kapotasanam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now, I welcome all the students to on the mic and get ready to do the asanas. On the camera. To do the asanas along with the Ilakya and Jayashree. Sir?
You would like all of them to on the camera, sir. Am I right, madam?
Yeah.
We request all the students and others, teachers to switch on the cameras. Our beloved Andu sir will.
Now standing asanas will be followed. Make the arrangements according to that.
Yes.
Now the standing asanas will be done.
All the students switch on your videos and stand up, please. The camera may not pan properly. It is okay. That's not an issue.
Ready, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
We can do start, sir.
People have not switched on the cameras. We'll give you, madam, just 1 minute, a few seconds.
Okay,
more.
yes, sir.
Ramya, very good. She has taken the lead.
All the students cooperate on the cameras.
These will be simple exercises and not as complicated as the ones that were demonstrated by Jayashree and Ilakya. So you need not have those kinds of worries.
Yeah, very good. Ramya, very good. What about others? Penny, others? Okay, open your video. Okay, we shall start then. Okay, ma'am, you can start.
Yes, yes, sir. Standing asana. First asana is Tadasanam. Raise your hands. Raise your heels. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Tadasanam improves the balance of making your spine more agile. It is a mountain pose. Now coming to the next asanam, Ekapada asanam. The benefits are improved concentration. It is one foot pose or a tree pose. Now take the right leg, put it on your left side. Bring your hands above your head, join your hands. Keep the hands straight. Breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now take the left leg, put it on your right side. Both the hands above your head. Join your hands. Keep the hands straight. Breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now the next asana, Chakrasanam sideways. It improves flexibilities of the hips. It is half waist wheel pose. Now take the left hand side of your closer to the ears and the other hand closer to your thighs. Now bend towards your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. Now bring back your hand. Now take the right hand closer to your ears, the other hand closer to your thighs. Now bend towards your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now next asanam, Uttarasanam. It strengthens your thighs, helping to stabilize your knees. Chair pose. Now bring 2 feet apart. The legs should be 2 feet apart. The hand should be bring to the shoulder. The hands should be straight. Yes. Now sitting like a chair pose, half sitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normal. Now we'll do sitting asana, sir. Make your camera according to that. Adjust your camera. Now we'll do sitting asana. Now we'll do sitting asanas. First asanam, Padmasanam. Take the right leg and put the left leg above the right thigh. Hands at chin mudra. Close your eyes. Observe your mind. It is the lotus pose. It increases awareness, calm to the brain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. Now we are going to do Vajrasanam. Fold your legs. Right thumb should be, left thumb should be above the right thumb. In back side, back position. Now keep the hands on your knees. Close your eyes. It is called Vajrasanam. It is the only asana we can do whenever we want, after the food also. Other asanas, there is a break, but this is the one asana we can do whenever we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It improves concentration and digestion. Normal. Now we are going to do Mandukasanam, sitting in the same Vajrasanam pose. Keep the hands at Adi Mudra, thumbs inside, all the 4 fingers closed. Join the fists upside down. Keep the hands towards the abdomen. Now take a deep breath. Bend 3/4 of the body. Rise your head up. It is a frog pose. It relieves the diabetes, digestive disorders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. Now we are going to do Satsangasanam, rabbit pose. It helps in relieving the stress and mild depression. Sitting in Vajrasanam. Bend the head to the knees. Catch the hands to the heels. Rise the hip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. Now we'll do relaxing. That is, for every asana, at the end we should do relaxing. By sitting in the normal pose, we can do relaxing. The benefits of the relaxing are, it brings down the blood pressure. It helps to prevent heart troubles by practicing regularly. It reduces tension. Body gets regulating all the circulation. Total body gets full rest and relax. Now concentrate, close your eyes. Concentrate on the feet. All the blood circulation, air circulation and heat circulations are good. I am getting sufficient strength in my feet. My feet is relaxed, 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 relaxed. Now keep your mind towards your leg, calf muscles. All the circulations are good. Blood circulation, heat circulation and air circulation. I am getting sufficient energy towards my leg. My legs are relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Keep your mind towards the knees. All the circulations are good. I am getting sufficient energy towards my knees. My knees are strengthened. My knees are relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Keep your mind towards your thighs. All the circulations are good. I am getting sufficient energy towards my thighs. My thighs are relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Now coming to the abdomen portion, keep your mind towards that. Inner and outside of the abdomen portion. All the circulations are good. I am getting sufficient strength in my abdomen. My abdomen part is relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Keep your mind towards your stomach. All the circulations are good. I am getting sufficient energy towards my stomach. My stomach is strengthened. My stomach is relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Keep your mind towards the chest. All the circulations are good. I'm getting sufficient strength towards my chest. I'm relaxing my chest. Relax, relax, relax. Now keep the mind towards your shoulder and arms. All the circulations are done evenly in the body. I'm getting sufficient strength in shoulders and arms. My shoulders and arms are relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Now, neck portion. Keep your mind towards the neck portion. All the circulations are good. I'm getting sufficient energy, strength towards my neck portion. I'm relaxing my neck. Relax, relax, relax. Finally, relax the head and face. Now all the circulations are done evenly. I'm getting sufficient strength in my head and face. I'm relaxed all the parts of the head and face. Relax, relax, relax. Now from head to feet we are going to do again. My head are relaxed. My faces are relaxed. My neck portions are relaxed. My shoulder and arms are relaxed. My chest and lungs are relaxed. My stomach are relaxed. My abdomen part is relaxed. My thighs are relaxed. My knees and leg calf muscles are relaxed. My feet is relaxed. So the whole body, all the circulations are done evenly. I'm getting sufficient energy, strength towards all the parts of the body. So our body, mind and soul is relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Slowly rub your hands. Rub your eyes. Now open your eyes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. That was a highly comprehensive presentation by the entire team, led by our inspiring leadership. Now, we straight away, without much ado, go to a short presentation by our Muthuraman Lakshmi madam, PGP. Is there some other?
Thank you. Namaskaram, Malingam. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ilakya. We are beholden to you, Ilakya and Jayashree. And now, beloved postgraduate teacher of biology, Mrs. Muthuraman Lakshmi ma'am will now make a presentation on yoga for health. Let us await this brief presentation. Madam.
Good morning to all of you who are joining in the online platform of celebration of 7th International Day of Yoga. I wish all of you a happy International Day of Yoga. And yoga is an ancient practice that works on holistic approach towards health and well-being of the people. We know the first International Day of Yoga was observed on 21st June 2015. In this current situation, the current global health emergency is there because of COVID-19. So International Yoga Day is focusing to encourage everyone to perform yoga in their respective homes with their family, as it is very much relevant in this pandemic situation, which may lead to both physical and mental well-being, and also increases the individual's ability to fight diseases. So my topic for this day is health and yoga, or yoga and health. We know, in fact, yoga means union of individual consciousness with a supreme consciousness. The goal of yoga is to lead a state of complete physical, social, mental, and spiritual well-being and having harmony with nature. We know yoga is very much effective in prevention as well as management of stress and stress-induced disorders. Nowadays, most of the people are suffering from mental stress, diabetes, hypertension, and also cardiovascular diseases. They are now fast, or we can say going very fastly, an epidemic, which are all due to the consequences of our changing lifestyle. Yoga decreases anxiety, stress, and control the levels of different hormones which are secreted in our body. I'm continuing. Okay. In this pandemic period, we are all working from the home, and students are attending online classes in front of computer, laptop, and whatever in front of mobile also. There is no physical exercises in our body. Yes. So we have to spend, and we are also not spending time to sit with our friends, family at other places, which causes mental stresses in the body. And yoga, we know, it link and create harmony by aligning all the three components into one. This harmony supports life. Yoga increases flexibility of the body, improves the posture, and keeps the joint healthy, reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and mainly the pranayama that increases the lung capacity. As a person fits a regular yoga routine in their schedule, physical changes begin to occur inside and outside. In addition to releasing molecules like free radicals from the lungs, the deep breathing techniques in yoga increases the burning of fat cells due to increased oxygen intake. Thus, circulation is also improved. Following a daily yoga can also lessen anxiety, depression, which go along with stress. And it gives an immediate boost in the morale of everyone that can be gained due to the sense of well-being as a result of doing something good for our life. And if you are saying meditation, the poses we are doing in meditation that tap your consciousness and also subconsciousness mind and spiritual energies. Meditation quiets the mind and eliminates negative thoughts that are occurring during the life. You can gain the sense of self-control and self-confidence. We know most of the scientific studies nowadays going on yoga. These scientists have shown that great benefits from the practice of yoga to health problems, mainly from asthma, migraine, even to heart diseases and to cancer also. Nowadays, yoga therapy is also there to cure so many diseases by coordinating the movement with a relaxed and rhythmic breathing exercise. If I want to say, I can say more and more about yoga related with health. So everyone should practice, even as a student or an adult, adolescent, whoever may be. They have to they have to do yoga practices, and it should be inculcated in our daily life so that we can be very healthy in the future. Within a few minutes, I have on PPT by something has gone wrong. So I'm stopping for this. So thank you for the opportunity to give me to present or to say something related to health and yoga. Be healthy. Do practice yoga every day in your life. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam, for a thorough presentation. Now we invite our beloved principal, Sri Harjinder Bhatia, to present the keynote message for all of us today. on this International Yoga Day. Sir.
Thank you, Parveen sir. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Worthy teachers and dear students, very good morning to one and all.
Good morning, sir.
Today we are celebrating the International Day of Yoga. Through KVS order, we are celebrating this yoga celebrations from a week. Mr. Anbu is quite busy in this work. From 15 onwards, he is taking classes separately for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and today is 12th. So this is what I want to depict the importance of yoga to all the students. When national level we are focusing upon the yoga. So it means it is very important and crucial in one's life. To be active, to be healthy, to be focused, and to be successful. Yoga is really required. And that's why everybody should practice the yoga. Now, my earlier predecessors has spoken a lot on the different topics. All the students have heard about the yoga. So I think now they are quite familiar with the benefit of yoga. So what I expect that all the students now will adopt yoga as the habit. It is not a single day that on a single day we are celebrating yoga and we are doing yoga. It is the habit. It is the way of life, according to me. And in this pandemic period, it has really become a tool, important tool, to remain healthy and active. Now see, these days we are hearing and observing many negative news. But I think the celebration of this yoga day is the positive news. So this positive news impact the lives of our students, our teachers, and also the parents of the students of this Vidyalaya. So what I expect that not only students, families, all the families will adopt yoga as the regular practice at their homes. It is a responsibility of the students basically now that they can focus upon that, and they can also encourage the parents to adopt yoga, and so that healthy family may be developed. Because the reason being is if all are healthy, then only we are protected. That is what the essence of today's. Now the time has changed. If we want to be protected, we all need to be healthy. So it means at any age, whether our younger brothers, whether they are whether they are 6 years, 7 years, okay, or whether they are 18, 19, or even 60, 65, whatever the age is, yoga may be adopted at this particular time, and definitely it will bring the healthy and soulful life in the society. As per my personal experience, in this pandemic period, I have started practicing the yoga to more extent. Earlier I was also doing, but in this pandemic period, I have given more focus upon this yoga. And what I feel that this is really helpful. And what in theoretically we are seeing, but definitely you will observe the practical change when you will adopt this. Okay, so I appeal strongly, I advise strongly to all my students to adopt the yoga. Okay, and in this class 12, when it is the turning point of our life, so I will also speak with my students. I will also utilize this opportunity to interact with students with respect to their studies. Now students, it is going to be 2 years that we are trapped in the COVID. Okay, now offline studies are not going on. Students are not coming to school. This has never happened in the history. You also witnessed class 11th online studies, and you have also given the offline exams. Okay, so I congratulate all the students. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the students who have worked very hard for in their class 11 and they have come up with successful colors. I expect that in this class 12, they will be more motivated, they will be more encouraged, and they will do the more analysis. What were the drawbacks? What were the benefits last year? And they will come up the different set of strategy. And we can say the policies by which they will be benefited more. If now I am the principal, I get the chance to interact with many people. Okay, and what parents say that see nowadays studies is not going on well. Online classes are going on, but these are not much effective. But according to me, now it is the responsibility on the shoulders of the students and the parents to more extent that they utilize time. And there is no option. I want to intimate the student. There is no option for class 10th and 12th at least. 10th and 12th. They have to face the CBSE board exam. If they are not facing the exam, but even then they will have to see the consequence. See, after class 12, all the students will have to face the competitive exams. Okay, so in this way, this class 11th and 12th studies is really important. Class 11th has finished, now class 12th has just begun. What I want to intimate my students, that don't be complacent at all. Make the strategy from the beginning. Don't waste time at all. At least study for 6 and 7 hours, then do the meditation, do the yoga, and take the advantage of this time. When we were wasting the time a lot, but when now we are staying at home, now we have to stay at home. So you need to cooperate with the parents, you need to cooperate with the society. So that is for your own health. You need to cooperate. So you are staying at home, now you are having more time, you can utilize this for your studies. But you should be mentally strong. And yoga can help you to be mentally strong and active. And then only you can study well. Okay, so now this year for 10th and 12th, school is making the results by some formula as prescribed by CBSE. Okay, so what I want to intimate, never neglect the school. Okay, you may be going for coaching for IIT, you may be going for online coaching for NIT, whatever. Okay, but don't neglect the school. Follow the instructions of the teachers and be attentive and regularly attend the classes. Revise properly. Okay, you have any doubt, don't hesitate. Be honest. Ask doubt to the teachers. Try to clarify, because once you don't clarify, it will pile up. Because studies goes in graded manner. Okay, if first chapter you have not understood, maybe there is some topic linked in the second chapter also. So in this way, you will not able to understand that also. So don't pile up your doubts. Okay, and you may request your teachers for the remedial classes. Teachers will be very happy when you will be asking your doubts to the teachers. They will be very happy. Okay, so you should clarify your doubts and don't waste this time. Don't wait for that time that offline classes will start and then we shall study well. No, you have to study from the day one. I am very happy to know that our bio teacher, Mrs. Muthuraman Lakshmi, was taking the classes in the vacation also. I expect that many other teachers may have also taken the classes. So this is what all the teachers are damn sincere. Okay, now students, you need to cooperate, you need to team up with the teachers, with the school, with the Vidyalaya, and definitely this difficult time, no doubt this is difficult time, but we shall not have any complaints with this difficult time if we maintain our health. And second one is we focus upon your studies and we do the time management. So time management should be there. Okay, so yoga practice you do in the morning, you do in the evening, some time is there. Okay, and as per timing you do this, and then you go for your studies. Okay, so whatever the problems may be there, internet problem or other problems, don't sit idle, try to solve the problem. Yeah, if you are not trying to solve the problem, it will remain as it is. Okay, what I want, don't excuse, don't give the excuses, try to solve the problem. And moreover, if online classes still you are having the doubt and you need to meet the teachers, that provisions, if uh, if our government permit, that will also be given to the students for the remedial classes. And definitely your all topics, all chapters will be crystal clear, and you will be able to produce the good result. Okay, so with these words, now I will not linger on much. What message I am doing, giving in the short I want to convey. The first one is just maintain your health and do the efforts to maintain your health. And you need, for this, what you have to do, you need to follow the COVID protocols in letter and spirit. Don't be overconfident. Don't be overconfident. Our immunity is very strong. And second one is you adopt the yoga properly. Okay. And as Sushil sir has apprised you that there should be some supervision. So you can take the supervision from your yoga teacher, from Anbu sir. Anbu sir will be giving the guidance to you. Okay, so you adopt the yoga and give some time for this yoga. So health maintenance is very much required. Then only your mind will be healthy, and then only you will be able to study properly. So this is the first message I want to convey. And second message is you need to focus upon your studies well. Okay, and for this you need to follow the instructions of the teachers and the school. If teachers are telling that there will be test, so all the students should be there for the test, because it is for your own benefit. Okay, teachers has to do the extra work when they are conducting the test. So don't skip the test. Be honest and be courageous. Courageous to face the truth, to face the challenge. That is the second message. That is to follow the instructions of the Vidyalaya and the teachers. And third one I want to give, that is time management. Okay, so all the students need to manage the time. Okay, so you should not waste the time in the mobile, in watching TV, or in other activities, or in playing game. Now students are playing much game on the internet, on the mobile. That is also wasting a lot of time. Okay, so you need to keep aside these things. These things are not going to help you much. Okay, so somewhat what I convey, need to adopt the balanced approach. I am not telling that you don't do at all. You do, but you fix the priority. You are the student, and your first priority should be studies. And after that, you may balance the time, and time management should be there. Okay, and this time management is really important quality of the students, of the successful people. Okay, then be happy, don't be under stress. Okay, and this yoga, this music, this meditation will help you to be stress free. So that's why we are insisting, our government is insisting upon this. Okay, so these are the three messages. And fourth message is maintain proper liaison with the school. Be honest, be sincere. Whatever the problems are there, you need to convey to your teachers, and I am always available for you people. Okay, you can convey to me if the our conditions permit. Subject to conditions, some conditions are there. Suppose you are insisting for offline classes, but government cannot allow, so that will be a problem somewhat. Okay, so if conditions permit, definitely we are going to help you. We are here for you. Okay, so you can come anytime for your problems, and you may interact. First, you may interact with your subject teachers, class teachers, and then you should come to me. If the problem is not solved, okay, and it is very genuine, then you come to me. Definitely, school will take the steps, and the problems of the students will be addressed upon. Okay, So with this, I want to bind up my speech. I expect that all the students will be healthy and will be blessed with a very good future by undergoing best studies. Okay, and at the end, I also congratulate the organization committee, Mr. Parveen, Mr. Anbu, and other speakers like Mr. Saji and Mr. Sushil, Mrs. Muthuram Lakshmi, madam, and especially our yoga teacher, madam, and the students who have given the practice of yoga asanas. Okay, so we are thankful. Okay, and we express our gratitude to spare time for these activities. These activities are also very important. Okay, so once again, I congratulate and appreciate all the persons who are involved in the conduct of this Yoga Day celebration in the one way or the other way. Okay, and I expect that this celebration will have long-lasting impact upon the students, and all the students and the teachers will adopt yoga as the regular practice in their daily life, and they will remain healthy. Thank you all students. Thank you teachers. Thank you. Over to Parveen sir. Over to Mr. Parveen.
Thank you very much, sir, for that enlightening message. I do hope that all of us will take the import of this message and implement these ideas in our lives. Now, last but not least, we invite our Shadi sir to present the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, all eminent personalities who gathered here to observe International Yoga Day. My duty is to express vote of thanks for the all stakeholders who are involved in this great event. First of all, I express on the behalf of KV1 Kalpakam fraternity and the team host to the Government of India for fixing 21 June as International Yoga Day. The hard work put forward by Government of India in 2014 to press United Nations to accept yoga as an international observance. For that, the world must know the pressure United Nations have from the side of our nation, India. On December 11, 2014, the 193 member United Nations General Assembly approved the proposal by consensus with the 177 co-sponsoring countries, a resolution to observe 21 June every year as International Day of Yoga. For this approval, getting approval from United Nations, it is not so simple. All of we know. So how much India government must have put pressure upon United Nations during the term of Ban Ki-moon to accept this International Yoga Day, because the origin of yoga is our India. So we can just imagine the pressure put forth by our nation to the United Nations. It was not simple to accept it. The then United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, he also faced a lot of issues to accept this 21 June as International Yoga Day. However, it is a win from our side to have this 21st June as International Yoga Day. So we must thank our Government of India for getting resolved all the nuances of this observation of International Yoga Day from our all co-sponsoring countries. 177 co-sponsoring countries are there to forward the agenda of our Indian origin yoga. So next, my duty to thank on behalf of KV1 Kalpakam to the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangadan to throw out this event to organize in our school level, so that our students, our parents, all teaching fraternity to know the importance and necessity of observing yoga at the school level. Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangadan came forward with a clear agenda to have observing International Yoga Day in each and every Kendriya Vidyalayas at local level. So I take this opportunity to thank Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangadan on behalf of all of you gathered here and host community of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangadan, including many principals. Next, I got to thank on behalf of host community of International Yoga Day to our beloved venue principal Sri Harjinder Bhatia, who gave us a free hand to conduct this International Yoga Day at our school level. So we must thank him for giving this opportunity for the host to conduct this Yoga Day at our school level, and for delivering a keynote, what is the necessity and what is the importance of observing Yoga Day at the school. He pointed out the necessity for the students to observe this yoga education at the school level. So we must thank. I express our gratitude on behalf of KV1 fraternity and host community to our beloved venue principal Sri Harjinder Bhatia. Next, I go to the most divine person of the day is Mrs. Bhagyalakshmi, who unconditionally accepted our invitation to give a speech on divine meditation and pranayama along with her own team to present yoga display on this virtual auditorium. She came forward with a clear vision and clear display of yoga exercises or in this virtual auditorium. We thank Mrs. Bhagyalakshmi and her own team for displaying a wonderful yoga pranayama and asana, etc., for bestowing a display in this virtual platform. Her never-ending attitude and zeal give us all motivation to conduct such type of programs in the coming years at our school level. So we thank, in the name of school fraternity and the host team, Mr. Praveen Danasheelan and Mr. Anbu, who turned out to be the great discovery of the day as our KV1 yoga gurus in future, or Babas, Mr. Praveen Danasheelan and Mr. Anbu. They are the great discoveries of the day. So henceforth, they will be known as KV1 Kalpakam Yoga Gurus or Babas. Yesterday, some of my class parents asked whom to approach for help to have yoga during this pandemic time. I straight away gave their names, Mr. Praveen Danasheelan and Mr. Anbu, so that the parents can approach them to learn more yoga. Next, so we, in the name of KV1 Kalpakam and the host community, we thank and we express gratitude to Mrs. Bhagyalakshmi Madam and her own team for bestowing wonderful display. Next, I move to Mrs. Muthuram Lakshmi Madam, who delivered a wonderful speech on yoga for health. She described what is the necessity for keeping good health through yoga. She explained in her speech. We, KV1 Kalpakam and the host community, express our heartfelt gratitude for delivering a wonderful speech, ma'am. Thank you very much. Next, I move to Mr. Sushil, Dr. Sushil, for delivering a wonderful speech on yoga at home. He expressed, he depicted how to do yogas and at home, how you can be a yoga practitioner at your own home. So we learned from Dr. Sushil for practicing yogas at our respective homes. We thank KV1 Kalpakam fraternity and the host to Dr. Sushil for delivering a wonderful speech on yoga at home. Next, I move to Mr. Vijay Dabi, who presented a valuable, precious invocation. So it made us to a divine mood in the beginning for observing this International Yoga Day in the morning. So we, the fraternity of KV1 Kalpakam, along with the host, Mr. Praveen Dhanasheelan and Mr. Anbu, express all gratitude to Mr. Vijay Dabi for wonderfully presenting a precious invocation. Next, I move to the students, Miss Ilakya and Miss Jayashree, for displaying yoga skills in this virtual auditorium. I just put forward the importance of yoga education for the students, how it helps the students in self-discipline and self-control. So I can just stress yoga education helps the students in self-discipline and self-control, leading to immense amount of awareness, concentration, and a higher level of consciousness. Briefly, the aims and objectives of yoga education are to enable the students to have good fitness, practice moral health, possess emotional stability, integrate moral and spiritual values, and attain higher level of consciousness and oneself and the surroundings. And over and above, to keep peace and tranquility in you and in your family and in your surroundings in our own village. Next, I move to thank the host community for giving me a chance to stand before you with vote of thanks. That is none other than Mr. Praveen Dhanasheelan and Mr. Anbu, who turned out to be the future yoga gurus of KV1 Kalpakam. With this, I wind it off and I wish you a happy International Yoga Day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shaji sir, for the grandiose speech. And all of us can learn the power of positive thinking through this speech of our beloved Shaji sir. Thank you so much. And now for the final act, let's all rise up for the national anthem. It's over to Mr. Vijay Dabi for the national anthem, please. Maybe rise up. Vijay Dabi, sir.
Yes, I request to all of you, please get ready. Please get ready for national anthem and make silence. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Thank you, Vijay Davi, sir. Thank you, one and all. A special instruction for class 12A and B. It is about 12:20. We shall meet again for our class, English floor class, for a brief class at 12:40 in 20 minutes time, please. So come back to the class at 12:40 with the Google link. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.